I'm a very sentimental person.
This has been a real deep podcast.
I didn't mean it to be so. The deaf are stolen.
That was not funny.
Oh!
It's the traditional hero arc. You want to see them struggle.
There's no heroes here.
Come
on.
No.
And I still think to this day that they probably are still, thrusting around in the dark, so to speak.
I think, no, don't.
Hi guys, how are we today? It's Paul here, and I should actually, turn my microphone up.
You don't have to.
You don't have to. Yep, this is Paul, and this is Considered and Conceited, and with me tonight, resplendent as always, Pip.
Resplendent?
It's my favourite word.
Is it your word of the day?
You sit there like a goddess of the radio wave, sitting there with a slightly quizzical look on your face.
Well,
which is
making
expanding
me self-conscious.
What? How are you, Pip?
Oh, I was all right until we started. Jeez.
I thought all women like being called goddesses. Seems to be the new thing nowadays.
Is it?
Yes.
Well, I'm not trendy, as I told your son earlier.
From having 2 millennia of women being pushed down into the mud.
We've gone to the other extreme.
They launched themselves into the stratosphere now. So go girls, Okay. What?
Nothing. I'm just... Hi, Paul. Have you had a good week?
Look, to be fair, I've had a fairly shitful time, so,
Oh. Sorry, let me try that again. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the podcast pick of the week. Thank you. I hit the button and I was kind of waiting and you just kept talking and I'm thinking any minute now, and I thought, I better turn that up.
I was going to say 3rd time's a charm. Hang on.
Oh, dear.
Oh.
Mate, I have to say, it's been a very heavy week for me this week, and I'm quite fatigued tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, I shall put it in the old college try, but I am absolutely gaga tonight, so it's all good.
I'm sure everyone will be fine.
Huzzah!
What is your podcast pick of the week, Paul?
Okay, I went totally selfish this week. This is a podcast that I genuinely enjoy. It comes.
Don't you enjoy every podcast you put up?
No. Well, let me
aren't you always selfish with the podcast you put up?
Let me rephrase that. What I guess I was trying to say is a selfish pleasure. Does that make it different?
No, I just assumed every podcast you listen to
this
is
one
a
is about
pleasure.
history, and it's.
Okay. So in other words, you really like it, but others probably won't like it.
That's right.
Okay, I get it now.
It's an indulgence on my part.
Okay.
This one is called The Cauldron, and this is just for the military heads out there. This guy...
They've all gone, hooray!
Hooray! And everybody
else has gone,
oh, God, just shoot me now. This is a guy who operates on a similar budget to us, i.e. through the skin of his pants, and he puts together this thing, and he does a really good job. He doesn't have special effects or anything like that, but he goes off and he finds a battle in history, and then he does a full narrative on it and just reads it out, and he does a very good job on the research, and I just want to give a big shout out to him. And for people who are into history and like their military history in particular.
Like lots of different battles?
Lots of different battles. And it's not just from ancient world. We're talking modern world and Renaissance and all the way through the Middle Ages.
Is he Australian, American?
No, he's American. He's
okay.
American. The vast majority of podcasts in the world are American. Although I think Australia punches above its weight, considering how few people there are here.
Compared, yeah.
I got to get in trouble, but last week, Non-Mum's Happy Hour put out a podcast that concerned Australia, and it was all about this snake woman, and there started to be something of a an argument like they're putting out about snakes and everything. So I decided I'd enter into the fray.
What did they say?
Oh, they were just talking about snakes in particular, and they were horrified as to how deadly snakes are here in Australia. And I don't think they realised just how totally they were lowballing it as compared like how bad the snakes really are here in Australia. So
Give me an example.
I corrected them. Well, they said like the common brown snake, right, which is the
Our eastern brown.
eastern brown.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Okay. They put that down. They said, well, people often confuse it with, they confuse it with other snakes that are. There's a tree snake or something like that. So I had to. And apparently, occasionally somebody will look up and they'll see it's just brown on the top side of it, but it's green on the underneath. And that's not how it works here in Australia.
No.
We see a snake, we fucking run, and
It
that
doesn't
is
matter
because
what it is.
it doesn't matter what it is, because the motherfuckers will kill you.
I think, was it 90% of them are poisonous? You just run.
That's right.
Get away.
I was explaining,
Run away.
and I was explaining to her. I was saying, look, and because
We don't stop to have a good look.
Kelly was horrified, and I'm just saying, look, we lose dogs, we lose cats, we lose cows, we lose horses, which we do.
We do.
We do, And she's going, it kills a horse, and I'm thinking, it could kill it 3 times over, no problems.
I was about to say, depending on what time of day it is, it could kill many horses.
There's a reason we don't have elephants in Australia, and that's because the snakes killed them all. They trot around, and they stood on all the snakes, and now there's none of them left. Don't blame Australians. Don't blame Aboriginals for the death of megafauna. It was the fucking snakes.
It's funny when we were in England and there's this guy we met at a pub. He's going. He was English, and he was coming over to Melbourne. And he was terrified. He goes, "I hear you've got really poisonous snakes and spiders."
Yep.
And I've gone, "Oh, you'll be in Melbourne. You'll be fine.
You'll be fine. We've only got redbacks down there. It's fine. They'll just
all the
make you
funnel
really,
webs are
really
up
sick."
north.
Yes.
All the snakes are out in the bush. Really,
The funnel webs are all around industrial and urban and suburban Sydney. That's where the funnel webs really live. So
Melbourne, you're fine.
Melbourne, you're fine. You'll only get redbacks down there
Whitetails.
and huntsmans.
Oh, but they're not poisonous.
They aren't, but they scare the fuck out of you.
I'd rather have a huntsman in my house. I'd
rather not.
They eat the redbacks and the
Look, I know.
whitetails.
We look. It's fine. I get.
I will never shoo a huntsman from my house.
No, and they're not aggressive.
Depends what you do
Right
with
up to
them.
the point where they become aggressive.
They look big and scary, but they're good because they eat all the poisonous
That's right.
ones. Yeah.
And
how did this turn into an educational thing about Australian poisonous
look,
animals?
Yeah, it was always bound to happen. But and then we discussed, and said, look, snakes aren't really our biggest problem, because we've got crocs, we've got,
not down here.
Not down here. But
we've got many poisonous things.
I
started
talking about the tiger snake. Right, and I started telling her about the tiger snake, and I said, those motherfuckers, they chase you down and bite you, which they do.
I know. My brother got chased by one.
Yes, I've been chased by one personally.
I've never been chased by one. We watched my brother getting chased by one.
I said to her, and I don't think I was highballing it too much, it was an unpleasant experience.
My dad went down with a shovel. We were really shocked.
I've eaten snake. Have you eaten snake?
I'm vegetarian.
That's right. You haven't eaten snake.
No, I haven't eaten snake.
I was in Scouts. We ate a snake.
Okay.
We killed it. So it wasn't one of our sleeping bags, to be fair. So that kind of thing just had to be kind of, we're not going to relocate it, move it somewhere else, because clearly it had got a hankering for sleeping bags.
You know what's kind of funny?
Yeah.
I know we're getting really off track here, but I'll keep it short.
Yep.
Our Sydney cousins came down. So obviously in the city, you've got less chance of running into snakes because you're not in bush area with whatever. And we had I wouldn't call it a farm because it was only 36 acres, but a little hobby farm. Yep. And we had red-bellied black snakes more than we had brown and tigers, thank goodness.
Yep.
Because they're not really poisonous.
No, Pip, not compared to the others.
No, they're not.
No, these ones just make you really sick and possibly kill you.
No, but the red bellies, they're all right.
Yeah, but they're slow. That's why we're not scared of them.
Yeah, but
they'll still kill you.
But you know what happened? So my cousins are around and they see the snake and they scream their head off, and we've all come running and we've gone, oh, it's just a red-bellied black, it's all right. And Dad picked it up. It was cold.
Yep.
Dad picked it up and he's like, whoa.
Yeah.
And he's walked it down to where he knew there was mice and we wanted them gone. Yeah.
No, but they will still kill you.
Yeah, but it's funny how you comparing it to something like a tiger snake.
No, you don't fuck with tiger snakes. Like, okay, the red belly black is like it's scary, and you don't want to come up against it.
I would never pick one up myself.
No, neither would I. No, but like, and I've seen plenty of browns, and you know to leave them alone.
Oh, yeah.
If you go to Australia, ladies and gentlemen, and you see a light tan brown snake,
you see any snake.
Yeah, okay, but fair enough. But if you see a light tan brown snake, you do not go near it. You simply leave. If it's in a building, you leave the building.
And
if
you ring up
see
somebody.
you ring somebody up and you get experts in. Anything that is brown in Australia will kill you. And then
Up
there's
north, the black ones are scary.
The fierce snake is the fierce snake, which is just like a subspecies of the eastern brown.
But it's a lot darker.
It is slightly. No, it's not. It doesn't look that much different. It looks like a common brown.
Really?
It's just smaller.
Okay.
It's just a lot smaller.
Because the ones we were seeing would look quite almost black.
Yes. At one stage of the game, it was considered the most poisonous snake in the world.
I thought that was Africa had the most poisonous snake.
We've absolutely clobbered them.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. If you want,
don't their mambas, aren't their mambas poisonous? The black and green mambas?
Yeah, but they're like their 17th. They're like 17th. No, like.
I don't know where we are on the list. I have no idea.
Do you know? Just so you know, okay.
Yes. This has gone way off.
I know. The red belly black is more poisonous than the king cobra.
Oh.
Yes. That's how dangerous our snakes are. We just go, it's only a red belly black. She'll be right.
Well, it's not as scary and poisonous as the other ones. The other ones are terrifying. You can't even make the trip to the
If a
hospital.
king cobra bites you, like it can seriously have a good chance of killing you. Red belly bites you, then you're in real trouble and you should probably seek medical attention. If an eastern brown bites you, forget it. Don't worry about it. You're not going to make it.
Well, it's funny because I remember Mum saying, "Don't get bitten. We're half an hour away from the hospital."
Yes. the tiger snake. Now, they are not as poisonous as the eastern brown.
They're scary.
But the eastern brown will just bite you and it says, job done. You'll die half an hour. Whereas the tiger snake, it'll just go, no, I'm just going to keep biting you until you drop.
They're terrifying.
I know. Okay, all right.
Sorry, we got it. Sorry, everyone.
Sorry.
Please, our country isn't that scary. It's all good.
Yep.
Don't
so
stress.
I just put that in as a kind of because the girl said, you might be interested in this one, Paul. So that's our audio rejoinder to their conversation.
I want to have a
snakes.
listen to this now.
All right, we'll go off and find the episode because it's good. Because
is it a recent one?
That was the last episode.
Okay, I haven't listened to any podcasts this week.
You've been very negligent.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's all
I'm
right.
sorry.
You at least have a life. I just sit and listen to podcasts, as do all of our listeners. We love you all.
I've been listening to on YouTube. There's this Game of Thrones law thing. So they've got the actors reading out old law stuff. So it's not affecting me because I'm up to season 5 and therefore I'm not anywhere near watching it.
Spoiler alert.
No, don't you dare. And it's just the actors reading it. I thought, this is really good. So that's what I've been listening to.
Do you want to know what happened on the long night, which is the last one?
No, I don't. No.
Okay, fine.
No, I'm only up to season 5. Shush.
You should see how Tyrion dies.
No, I don't care. I'm sure they all die. Anyway, so the podcast you actually picked that we have not been talking about is The Cauldron. It's history-based.
Oh, yeah, him. Yeah, he does a podcast about military history. Go listen to it. It's great. Okay, moving on.
Okay, so the first movie that we watched was Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay, Pip, could I please have a synopsis?
Brooklyn teenager Miles Morales struggles with life, keeping up at school, making friends, making his father proud. But when he is bitten by a radioactive spider and becomes like the city's hero, Miles must decide if he wants to stay